Hi ladies and gentlemen, this is joeissopro. I am here to show you a TG build that I have copied and then threw in a couple of my own cards. Not that much, just different from the original TG build. It's a 40 card deck, okay, basic structure, 3 TG strikers, cyber dragons of the deck, 3 TG wolves, great effect. Even if your opponent special summons, it's good for defense if it's in your hand. 3 rush rhinos, your beat stick of the deck. It basically attack your opponent directly, 2k to the face. They can't do anything about it unless they have back row or monster. But directly, they can't do nothing except drop Gores or Tragodia. 3 Tengus, wonderful card. Special striker, normal summon, synchro. Get yourself a 6, and you get yourself another Tengu. Or special wolf, normal summon Tengu. Special striker, special wolf, normal Tengu, Trish, and then on top it off, 17 hitter Tengu. Next we have ourselves 2 King Tiger 1 Goose. Great card. You go first against 6 M's. You're one lucky person if this card's in your hand. You normal summon, set Horn of Phantom Beast, bam, instant stop. They can't do anything. 3 Beast King Barroses. I run these just for the beat stick. Give yourself a card to crash into Thunder King Ryle, or if you have skill drain out, gives yourself a 3000 beat stick target. Or if your opponent's running the same deck as you, you're already prepared for that 3000 beat stick that they can't run over, and they decide not to run Beast King Barbarosas. 2 compulsories. I would prefer or suggest running, instead of compulsories, I would run warnings. Great card, warning, but for now, since I don't have the warnings, compulse is my tech choice. Next up are 2 D prisons. Great card, again, wonderful. D prison helps you get rid of shooting Stardust if you're having that problem. Next up is TG1 EM1. Great card, wonderful against 6Ms if you chain properly. You go skill drain, they'll negate, chain, TGMI, choose a TG monster on your side, and you get to choose your Shein. Get yourself a 25 beat stick, and next turn you don't have to worry about, back row. Next up is 2 skill drains. Wonderful card, helps you stop cards that set off first turn with the field control. Next up are 3 Horn of the Phantom Beast. Great card again. They attack your King Tiger Wagyu. Bam, you get Horn of the Phantom Beast, flip. They don't negate it. During damage step, he gains 800 attack strength. And to top it off, he becomes a 25 hitter, if I'm not mistaken. 25 hitter. Next up is Reinforced Truth. Great card, wonderful during end phase. If you have a Tengu in hand and 2 Tengus in a loaded deck, Reinforced Truth end phase, stop yourself from joining into that second Tengu, normal summon Tengu synchro for 6. Or Reinforced Truth, get yourself some defense for your opponent's attack, and it helps you get your strikers out a lot quicker. Royal Oppression, one of my favorite Royal Oppressions, DT Oppression. Great card, stops special summonings. Mirror Force, wonderful card. Tori. As for the Mirror Force, my Mirror Force is common. I prefer it common. Gets people a lot more mad. You go CMF, they're like, what's CMF? Common Mirror Force, and they're like, okay, whatever, I guess. They get mad. Better if it's not shiny, because it just makes you look like a weakling, and when you beat them, it kind of surprises them. Next up are 2 MSTs. Mine are DT. I like them DT. Next up is a Book of Moon, a Giant Trunade for back row, Monster Reborn, Dark Hole. Now next, I have my 2 fake Pot of Dualities. Pretty sure they look real. As you can see, they're not. I run Pot of Dualities. I would main Pot of Dualities, but as of now, I do not have Pot of Dualities. So this would be a Pot of Avarice, and then this would be a Mind Control. I'm sorry, kind of tired. It's actually 1:31 in the morning, so I'm really sleepy. Next up, I have a Catastor, basic staple. 2 TG Power Gladiators. Great card against plants, especially if they go first. They set a face down defense, no back row. special summon striker, normal special summon wolf, normal summon a monster. You could Trish if you have that monster, or you could just synchro for power gladiator, attack into the Raikou. They lose, let's say, 2,200 life points because Raikou's defense is 100. He's a 23 hitter who pierces. 22, they take straight to the life points. They pop him. You get to draw a card. They mill 3, and you basically set, and end your turn, or normal summon at that fact. Next up, I have TG Wonder Magician. Great card. Synchro for 5. Pop their back row. Forces a warning if they're gonna warning. If it's the only face down they have, great card. They destroy it with Dark Hole, or you attack into a Raikou. You get to draw 1. Same effect as TG. Power Gladiator. Next up is Librarian. I do not like Librarian. This would be my bad. Android. I do not like Android. This would be my Librarian. See how I said Librarian in the beginning? I wish I had a Librarian. Next up is Gaia Force of Earth. Great card, great Tekken since Goyo got banned. He does wonderful wonders, runs over 25 beat 6 out there. Great card, great card. Next up is Barkidon. Self-explanatory. I have basically, let's say, I got 5 Earth level 4s and level 2 tuner. Of course I'm gonna run this. I'm afraid of my opponent's trap cards. I'm not worried about them. I'm not worried about my traps. I'm worried about my opponent's traps. Next up is Landois. Worried about my opponent's Raikous. Don't think you can use this effective Raikou actually, but you're still afraid of everything else. Chaos Sorcerer, stuff like that. If you got a good hand, you can negate easily. Black Rose Dragon, self-explanatory. Blow up the field. I have 2 Stardust Dragons. Probably just run 1. You don't make 8s a lot. Next up is, since you pay 800 and 1,000, and since you have 2 thousands to pay, you got Thought Ruler Archery to gain back those life points, and replenishes your 800. Gain 18. They try to special summon, pay your 800 to negate. Colossal Fighter, self-explanatory. Beat Stick. Trish, self-explanatory. Great first turn, great any turn. Next up is my Tekken Decisive Armor. Decisive Armor is a great card. Everybody should have one in there. It's a level 10. For me, it's Tengu, Rhino, Striker. I've done Decisive Armor about 3 times with my deck. Not even to use against fairies, just against decks that had a really big beat stick that I couldn't run over. For example, X-Sabers, Gotham's. Couldn't run over it. He attacked into a Tengu, attacked in my second Tengu, left me my third Tengu. Basically, monster born my other monster, normal summon my Striker. Bam, instant 10, got me a 33 beat stick, and got rid of his monster. This is a basic Tengu structure deck, or structured deck, not a structured deck. It's really easy to build and really cheap now that all the cards are getting reprinted nowadays. So hopefully a warning gets reprinted, and a lot of people are saying if it gets reprinted, it gets hit down to 1. Obviously it would. Everyone's saying Duality is getting reprinted, so it might go to 1. I don't think so. It's not that much great of a card. Yeah, sure, you get to see into the future and add a card to your hand and shuffle, but really not that great because you can't use more than 1 a turn. So it shouldn't be getting touched by the ban list. Tengus, for you people out there who keep saying is going to get hit to 2 or 1, is not getting hit to 2 or 1. Found out myself that Tengu is not an OCG card, so therefore it is not going to get touched in the ban list. Only cards that get touched in ban list are cards that are OCG and TCG. Thank you everybody. Subscribe, comment, post anything you want. Feel free to let me know what you think. Thank you very much.